All right, when I was a kid, my dad bought this car. It was like a Buick Roadmaster, and he bought it. He put these rims on it, and he tinted the windows. It was like a burgundy car. He tinted the windows like this tint that started burgundy and went up like red. It was like in the 90s or whatever. And I remember we moved in a new neighborhood. He cut a sunroof in it. He had sounds in it and all that. We moved in a new neighborhood. This is when we moved to Roseland. And I remember everybody's reaction to the car when we would be on the block, and the older guys, the street guys, young kids, all that. I kind of was known for my daddy car. Like, that was the first thing in the neighborhood people know me for. I was like, oh, your daddy got that raw ass car. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just saw the love that he got every time he got out the car. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So what that taught me at 10 years old was that, like, oh, I need a raw ass car because I'm going to get the reaction I want from people. People going to treat me a certain way. I always talk about how material things is low hanging fruit to be treated a certain way by people. Like, that's all they really do. And but I end up being programmed to align myself and how I wanted to be treated with this material thing, with this car, right? And then later on in life, and more recently, it took so long for me to learn that I actually don't like cars. I kind of convinced myself that I like cars. I had a dream car, right? You know what I'm saying? And all of these things, and I started to realize, like, damn, bro, I don't even wash my car from October to April. I don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? I'll buy a car, a nice car, leather, all that shit. I'm dropping fries between the seats in like a week.
So much food in my shit.
I just never gave a fuck. Like, you know what I'm saying? And people who like cars, they into cars, they switching out engines in their car. They working on their own car. They taking their shit.
They got the WeatherTech mats.
They got all that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, they putting chrome pipes on their shit. Like, they into cars. They watch car races on YouTube and dumb shit like that. Yeah. Like, some people are really into cars. But most of us that think we into cars, like, nah, we not into cars. We're into attention. We're into validation. We're into, like, when you're financing this car, you're paying for the aura of the car. You're borrowing the aura of the car. You're financing your self-esteem, really. You know what I'm saying?
Shit.
And these are programs that, as we get older, we have to break. Now, I'm going to be honest. It's not like I just matured out of that shit.
Yeah.
I think I realized from now that we do this and that it's a gratifying experience, trying to help people through podcasts and then through public speaking and the stuff that we do, helping kids and stuff. When we go out, we get a lot of that reaction that my father used to get. You know what I'm saying? The people like, damn, what's up? We get a lot of that when we go out and go different spaces. Mm-hmm. And like, it's for good reason. Like, we doing something that we care about, and we're doing something that is having a positive impact on people. And that kind of made me realize, like, I don't need the car.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, or any of the other things, right? And it kind of remind me of when you see intellectual rappers get to the level they want to get to, they stop wearing jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, they start wearing watches, chains. They don't see them in like raw ass cars.
I actually
like,
thought of Vic Mensa.
The whole like aesthetic of what their music videos and all that, it just changed because it's like, okay, we don't care about this shit no more. But we never really did. So that's what today's episode is about. Today's episode is about the programming that we get as young black men growing up, and how that programming affects the way we interact with each other, how it affects the way we interact in our community, and like the programs that we need to break.
For sure. The car thing, so true for a lot of guys. I remember when we was younger, I had a group of friends, and they wouldn't, if we was like in a function with a bunch of women, like two of them, they really wouldn't be on the women like that. They wouldn't be trying to shoot their shot. Nigga, as soon as we got back to our cars, nigga, they trying to holler at women out the window. They pulling up on the side of women, but they would not approach women inside of the establishment.
Yeah.
And they doing shit like wearing the keys outside their pocket. Like,
that's tough.
Like, you know what I'm saying? But they only felt confident if they pulled up next to the woman, and so she could see where he was driving type shit. And me, I just had, and they had like box Chevys and shit like that. I had a 96 Monte Carlo with no rims on it. Yeah. And I was getting all the bitches.
96 Monte Carlo, weak Monte Carlo.
It was not. That was a nice Monte Carlo.
No.
It was a nice Monte Carlo. Nigga, you talking about the
That's
old
not
school?
the last body. The 96 is the last body?
No, it's not. I think like 2000 is like the last body, or 2001 or some shit.
Yeah.
That's the one right before that.
Yeah, I hated that one.
No, that one was pretty far.
All right, cool. Go ahead,
in the time it was in 2009, nigga, shit was lit.
If you lazy, you waking up at fucking 3 o'clock in the afternoon and shit like that.
Popping bottles.
You're setting the tone for everybody because you're the leader.
Popping pills.
That's just what comes with being a man.
Popping bitch ass niggas.
I don't want nobody making decisions over my life except me. Not a woman, not a judge, not an officer, not no motherfucking body.
When them bullets hit them up, look like son had a seizure. Run up, give it up, you know the procedure. I be sipping Jack and Honey.
I don't think nothing can make me feel like a man. I don't think nothing can make me not feel like a man.
Days on my collar.
You can't take the benefits of being a man without the responsibilities.
Give you niggas halos on God in the cake.
Welcome back to Roses I Did, man. I'm still Tay Rose.
I'm still Jones.
How's your week, brother?
Smooth. It was good. A lot of good news, man. Niggas finna.
What's the good news, man? We got a lot of good news this week.
We do. The interview Wednesday. Tech money. Probably change my number.
Change your number is crazy.
Nah,
I probably can't reach this nigga.
Hello? Nah, nigga, hit my assistant, man. Not just bullshit. And then I was telling you earlier, another tech company hit me up trying to schedule it. I actually talked to them in the morning. So it's been a good week. Trey,
you gonna take both jobs and get double tech money?
It's not that type of role. You usually could, but a solution engineer, those meetings gonna clash, and then you got to learn the company software. It's too much.
You could do it.
A more advanced version of me could do it, but in the door, nigga, you're tweaking doing that.
You'll be around 300.
What?
You'll be around 300 a year.
Nigga, you can do that with one job if you got about 3 years experience.
Man, you can do it with no years experience.
This nigga want me to crash out. You want my brain to blow up.
I want you to get 300, nigga.
You're gonna be cheap keep so bad.
300,000, nigga.
We're gonna be close to it.
For sure. My week was my son had a fashion show today.
Yeah. So he didn't get your help.
Huh?
He didn't get your help.
Mom he didn't get my help?
No, he didn't. Mom.
No, it's Kaysen.
Oh, Kaysen. Okay.
Yeah. So,
that's what I'm.
He definitely didn't need my help.
Facts.
So yeah, he did a fashion show today. He was the only black kid. I hate that he is in an all-white school, but yeah, I'm pretty sure he did well in the fashion show. I hope they weren't trying to touch his hair and shit. That'll piss me off. Yeah, they only let one parent come, so I couldn't.
Why?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
That's that doctrine. That's that because they know the mama gonna want to come. They trying to keep the pops out.
Even in the white community, huh?
Crazy.
It's fucked up, man. It's probably because he's black.
That's exactly what they made the rule for him.
Yeah.
Last year,
like, this nigga did. This nigga don't know his daddy. This nigga don't know his daddy. Get that nigga one ticket. He good. That shit crazy.
I can see that happening. Like, oh, you have a file? I'm sorry, I didn't know. Here's your other ticket. I can see it happening. I'm so sorry.
But, so yeah, he had a fashion show today. That shit was cool.
They like walk down the runway type shit. Like
yeah. I just got the pictures and shit.
That's dope.
His mom took him. I just got the pictures and shit.
That's dope.
Other than that, Carter had spring break.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
He had it. It was like
he's on spring break.
Okay.
He's at the crib. He had this special football he likes to play with.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? And his mom didn't bring it. So I was like, hey, I need you to bring this football. She had to come drop some shit off. And I need you to bring this football.
Yeah.
She forgot it again. He was pissed.
Mm-hmm.
He got on the phone like, you forget everything. I'm like, you don't talk to your mama like that. Like, calm the fuck down now. Hold on. So he got the football again. Crash the fuck out. I'm like, hey, calm down. So I'm like, you know what? He ain't been able to play the game in a long ass time. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna let you play the game. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Because you ain't get the football. Play the game and shit. All right, cool. He go back to his mom Wednesday morning. First thing she do is she's like, why he ain't been working on this 10-page packet he got for homework? I'm like, this nigga told me he had no homework. Damn. I can't wait till I see this nigga again. He be fucking up.
Harden, please.
He be fucking up.
He at that age where I feel like little boys, they be on punishment from like age 7 to 12.
12.
Like, God damn.
You be needing that shit. I remember my punishment I did some shit as on punishment for spring break one year, and my punishment was to wash the dishes every night. I was washing the dishes, so I moved out. I got kicked out washing the dishes. The night I got kicked out, I was washing the fucking dishes. Like, damn, like, I think we first moved in. My first punch was watching this. I was doing that shit.
Hey,
I got kicked out
it be
there.
shit like that. Like, let's just say it be shit like that people go through, and then they in a relationship, and then your girl fuck around and say, "Hey, wash the dishes," and you just crash the fuck out. You wash the dishes. Fuck you. I ain't gotta do shit. Like, whoa, nigga. I just cooked. I'm just saying, I gotta cook and wash the dishes. You internalize that shit. This bitch hate me. We gotta work on ourselves, man.
What the fuck, bro? Niggas gotta go see the lady, G.
Niggas gotta see the lady for sure.
That's fucking crazy. But yeah, other than that, man, the week was cool. I'm off that. We got voicemails. What we talk about? Give us a Patreon topic while I'm looking for these voicemails, man. What's going on today? What's going on in the world?
Oh, Patreon, we gonna talk about where we going. We gonna get out of the Cancun details and shit. We determining that now, whether it's gonna be August, September. We leaning towards August, and I want to say it's probably not up in the air as far as if we're gonna do a resort or we gonna do Airbnb. I like the idea of both, but it do make sense to do a resort, all inclusive resort. You know what I'm saying? The free liquor. You know what I'm saying? The free liquor. You know, unlimited liquor. And if we do the
Fucking alkies.
And if we do a resort, like in celebration of me getting the tech job, I'm gonna like all the shots and all the drinks are gonna be on me. But if we do the Airbnb, I gotta do. We gonna collect. Yeah, kid, we're not using the company card. It's not happening. Nah, nigga, kids say my card gonna be the company card. But yeah, man. So now that's gonna be fucking fire, like a Patreon trip. I hope y'all know how to act. Y'all don't know how to act in the chat. Imagine the fucking trip. Jesus. Nah, but that's gonna be
What
some
they doing in
flash.
the chat now?
The usual. Y'all didn't hear her. Kia, you in the chat talking about you gonna lock toes with whoever share a room with you. I instantly imagine that picture. Slow, man. But now that shit gonna be fly as hell. I'm gonna wake everybody up at, you know what I'm saying? Me and Terry gonna wake everybody up at 5. We gonna walk the beach. You know what I'm saying? As a group. I'm gonna pray. And we gonna have a good time. Then we gonna go take some shots. Matter of fact, we gonna bring the shot. Nah, they don't let you bring shots on the beach, the glass and shit. But still, we gonna go pray on the beach, 5 in the morning. And then we gonna go take some shots and start drinking.
I'm not getting up with you niggas at 5.
I'm waking everybody.
Everybody
up at
getting
5.
up.
I don't care. I'm waking. I don't give a fuck. We want to go to sleep at 3:45. Nigga, we're getting up.
No, we're not.
5. I'm not gonna be up by myself. Fuck you talking about in Cancun, walking around by the pool and shit. So by the time y'all wake up, I'll be ready to take a nap.
Dead ass.
That's cool.
10 o'clock. Oh, yeah, I'm tired, folks.
All right, we got a voicemail. It sounds like a good one. We got a few, but we gonna do one. This sounds like a good one though. Y'all ready?
Let's do it. Unlock your phone.
All right.
Nigga doing it now.
Hey, what's up, Terry? What's up, Jones?
Yo.
This is my situation.
God damn. Just told this nigga.
I don't know what the fuck just happened. Hold on.
Hey, what's up, Terry? What's up, Jones?
Hey.
This is my situation. I'm going to keep it simple and I need y'all advice on the situation. Me and my child's father been on and off since we were teenagers. We're in our 30s now. So we have a daughter. She's a few months, so she's young. I want to know, how do you guys feel about child support? I know every situation is different, but I want to tell you my situation. The reason my child's father is going on child support because he's not consistent enough. Before she was born, I asked him, could we come to an agreement on what he could help me out with monthly, and he didn't want to do it. So I went to child support, and the reason I'm doing it because I know my child's father. He's not consistent. Is he absent? Is he a terrible dad? No, he's not, but he can do better. And pretty much, I'm sick of holding his hand. Again, we've been on and off since we were teenagers, so we got consistent maybe in 2018. And since then, I've been feeling like his mom, his secretary, and his girlfriend. So I think now I'm at a point when I'm pretty much over doing that for him. So it's like, yeah, I'm just holding him accountable all the way through. Y'all not being too hard on him? Or what?
All right, so boom. I think before did she say she already put him on child, or she's thinking about it?
That nigga on child support.
Okay, it's over with. Well, shit. I mean, goddamn, problem solved. Next caller. Nah, but I was gonna say, like, I don't know if you did this, but I would say have a conversation with him beforehand. Like, yo, listen, you're not really consistent. You know what I'm saying? I need help with the baby, and I don't want to go to the courts. I don't want to, put you on child support. So I'm letting you know, like, I need your help. If you continue to show up how you've been showing up, you're going on child support. You know what I'm saying? Versus just flat out, all right, child support, boom. You know, to give them the opportunity to show up more. And, yeah, you definitely shouldn't have to hold your fellas. We'll talk about that. But you shouldn't have to hold his hand. And did she call the mom, his secretary or some shit?
I think she was saying that she is his mom and his secretary. And
Yeah, that's a grown-ass man. Like, you shouldn't have to stay on top of him about that type of responsibility. No type of responsibility, but especially his kid. Like, you know what I'm saying? You already got to have mom duties and all the shit you got going on. You the primary parent, and you got to remind him to do fatherly duties. So I say, first have a conversation, and then nigga, you ain't listening. Child support time. So you ain't being hard on me. Sometimes it's fucked up, but sometimes niggas have to be forced into being responsible with their kids.
For sure. I think it depends. I mean, I don't know the nigga, and I don't know, like, the descriptions were vague. They weren't specific as far as, like, what he is doing versus what you expect. So I don't really know. From the accent, it sounded like she was from New York. Is that a New York accent?
I would say so.
New York, Jersey, maybe?
Yeah, Jersey. I'm going to go with Jersey.
Cost of living is high as fuck in New York. Just because you have a New York accent when you're from New York. I don't know where you're from. I don't know. Cost of living is high as fuck in New York, on the East Coast in general. So there's that. But like I say, it all depends on what he's doing versus what you expect. There are some women who have expectations that are not realistic for the nigga that they're dealing with, right? Like, so if your standard might be your standard of what you need, but for the nigga you dealing with, it might be unrealistic. If he a nigga who don't work a job, and he a nigga that's a hustler, and you know that, and he always been a hustler. I've been dealing with that since high school. If you know this nigga a hustler, and he's not getting legal money, to put him on child support could put him in a fucked up situation. I think they could revoke your license, lock you up, all type of shit if you don't pay the child support. Mm-hmm. So that and it's a lot of niggas I know who don't get jobs because of
damn child support.
Nah, because if you get a job and you gotta start paying the shit, then you lose the job, you go to jail or some shit like that. Damn. You just don't get a job. Like, it's some type. The way the law do that shit is fucked up for niggas who don't get money on paper. However, I don't mind it. Like, I pay. I'm not on child support. I pay my son's mom more than I would if I was on child support. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if she put me on child support, she'd be losing money. Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
so
how you do it.
I don't think there's shit wrong with it. Like, I think niggas need to stop being scared of child support. I think because especially if you want to see your kid, because I'm not saying rights don't come with child support. You got to get that separately. But just going through the court process, it'll make it more sustainable for you to see your kid regardless of her emotions. Like, she could, whether she get mad at you or not, once you get your paperwork from the court, you can see your kid whenever you want. So I haven't went through that court system yet, but I have called lawyers and talked about it and kind of got all the rundown on how that works. So I think niggas got to stop being so afraid of child support and letting, like, not saying that you're doing this. So I'm just talking to men right now. So I'm off the woman who called. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. But for my guys, I think that niggas need to stop being scared of it. Go get some fucking money. And stop letting that be like this scary thing that you just scared of. So now somebody can hold it over your head. I'm gonna put you on child support. You fucking playing with me, like, nigga. Let her put you on child support. You know what I'm saying? You go through the court, they gonna figure out that shit, and they'll get some more money and don't report the new income. Right. You good? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
simple as that.
Like, you fucking good. So,
nah, that's real. Niggas definitely be scared of, like, I'm put you on child support. No.
It's crazy. I know some niggas put themselves on child support. It's smart. You know what I'm saying? Like, and then if you do it yourself, there's certain ways to. Never mind. Anyway, anyway, man, I think that you might not be being too hard on him. I would need to know the specifics of the situation. But if that nigga getting up going to work every day, he should be providing for his kid. That's the bottom line. The kid needs come first, and if you doing whatever it takes to make sure your kid get what they need, then I'm in full support of that. So yeah, that's all I got, man. Shout out to you. Shout out to them high ass prices in New York too. If you're in New York, nigga, I know it's hard. I can't blame nobody for nothing, man. Out there.
This section that we're sitting in right here, $3,000.
You rob another motherfucker for their child support. I wouldn't be mad at you in New York. That shit's crazy out there.
Yeah. Closet space.
All right, man. So any current events we talking about in Patreon this week? We don't got no current shit going on that we gonna talk about on Patreon. What's going on in the news? What happened in the news right now? Nothing. You know, I don't follow the blogs. I don't know what the fuck going on.
Let me see.
Okay. Let's talk about the divorce, the big divorce that happened.
Who's divorced?
Tiana Taylor had a big divorce.
I feel like what that says is she had all the money.
Let's talk about it in Patreon.
Okay.
All right, man. Getting into this topic of the day, talking about
different programs.
I think the main 3 programs we have is guys. Well, for me, I would say cars is status symbols. Not even just cars, but material things in general is status symbols. But I feel like a car is the most expensive status symbol that we chase.
I agree.
The way we deal with our emotions is a terrible program that we have. Don't cry. The only acceptable emotion is anger, things like that. And I think the last one is women. And I think that's a big one. I think that's might be the hardest program to break. I think a lot of men right now, we hear over and over again that we're programmed to want all of these women. I mean, that we're wired to want all these women just naturally. I don't know how true that is. And I say that because people could go back to ancient history. People was getting socialized to want things they didn't want since the beginning of the time.
Yeah.
But when you think about being a child, when I was a child, I didn't like every girl in the class. I liked one girl. My friend liked one girl. Like, I like that girl. He liked that girl. I might feel like this other girl the prettiest girl. I like her. And I don't like nobody else. Until niggas started telling me that it made me more of a man to have a lot of women. That's when I started liking multiple girls. Before that, I always liked one girl.
For sure.
I think that's a learned behavior that we just want all the hoes. Like, I think that we learned that. Like, we were programmed to be that way. I don't think it's natural.
But I don't know. Like, yes, but where is it coming from? Because if you feel like that and I feel like that, which one of our peers?
Yeah.
Where did it switch? Who did it come from?
Media and family.
Especially family.
Your uncle gonna tell you to get out of hoes.
Especially your family.
Your uncle gonna because your uncle done been cheated on. He done been divorced and all that shit. Don't put all your eggs in one basket.
Nah, in fact, if you bring up that oh my God, it's like a fucking. If you as a shorty and you around your older cousins, uncles, or whatever, barbershop, if you express or even mention that you really like a girl, nigga, by the time you leave wherever you're at, that is a new mindset that you're gonna have. Like, you damn near not even gonna like. You're not even gonna trust on them. Hey, what the fuck are you doing,
man? So first you young and you ain't even thinking about girls.
Green as hell.
Then they telling you to like a girl. They telling you you should like girls. They just trying to make sure you ain't gay.
Yeah, right.
And then you like one girl. Now they tell you like all the girls. It's like, what the fuck, man? We moving too fast. Now they telling you to get some pussy at 12.
Jesus. It's tough for a young man.
Yeah, we be programmed. We telling niggas all the wrong shit. All the wrong shit.
And but as far as like, we all programmed. Everything is programmed.
Yeah.
Like, just imagine how nobody, like a child grows up and you don't get. I thought of weird shit like this, but imagine a child grow up and you send them off where there's no influence about anything.
Yeah.
And they just come up with their own thoughts and they come up with their own, based off their environment. Nobody's like really around, like how that person is gonna turn out. Like what's their mindset gonna be?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Versus us, your environment is gonna program you. Because if we like, it's a young man that grew up in Chicago versus a kid growing up in fucking China. That environment is way different. Yeah. Like they're gonna like, math is extremely important.
Yeah. I don't think there's anything wrong with being programmed.
No.
I think we just have a lot of self-destructive programs.
Yeah.
Because who's to say whether a program is bad or good based on your morality and what you believe in? But I think if the program is self-destructive, then we can universally say this is bad. Like, there's no to program me to fuck a lot of women and not marry them or like want anything other than sex for them is like self-destructive. And not only is it destructive to myself, it's just the community at large, right?
Yeah.
Like, and it's the programming. We talk about how strong the programming is, right? These programs are so strong that you could read Rich Dad Poor Dad at 18 and it's going to tell you, don't buy the car, buy the building and let the building buy the car. You be like, damn, that shit cold. As soon as you get some bread, fuck that building. Don't pick up that Benz. What you talking about? Like, that's how strong the program is that you know better information, but you can't help to do what you was programmed to do, right? Yeah. When it comes to women, niggas done got cars keyed, niggas done been popped up on, niggas done had pregnancy scare. Like, we know that the cost benefit analysis of getting a lot of pussy is leaning a lot towards the cost. Like, it's not that beneficial outside of being able to say that, you know, you have this reputation of dealing with all these women, the social credit you get from other men. Outside of that, like, even like the experience of the sex, it's not like all of these women you dating have great sex. Like, that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So internally, we all know that we're paying more than what it's worth to be doing this, but we won't stop.
And also a part of that, women play a part of that in that program as well. Because if like we hearing it from
They do.
we hearing it from the guys, right? And then let's say a woman, you know, knows that you women just own you, women just like you.
Yeah.
In her mind, you're qualified pre-selection. Mm-hmm. You already validated, and you getting praised for that too in a way.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. That's how they play.
So, a women program, the guy who has all the women, is that a program as well?
I believe so. Because, like, think about it. Majority, and this, I'm gonna sound like a fucking red pill nigga, but the majority of women want like the top, you know what I'm saying, 5%, 10% of men.
That's just facts. I mean, the red pill niggas be right sometimes.
They do.
I just feel like they use the truth to, like
overly
tear motherfuckers down.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but yeah, absolutely. So we know what the programs are. We've identified the programs. Which one of these programs do you feel like you have identified but are still struggling to overcome?
Between the three, so we got
and there's more. We got emotions, women,
sure,
and material things.
You know what? I'm gonna go with, and it's gotten a lot better, but material things. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? So I say, when was that? Remember when I bought them 2 cars? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I bought them for good reason. You know what I'm saying? For Turo and shit. Yeah. But I could have bought a building. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I could have, you know, and I was gonna drive. I definitely had in mind. I'm not gonna say that being cap. I definitely had in mind, nigga. I got a motherfucking Jeep and a car. You know what I'm saying? I'm lit. You know, I definitely the status of that was a contributing factor into making the decision to buy both of them. Yeah. Even though, like, on the outside, like, I painted it as, oh yeah, I'm gonna have these. I'm gonna be for Turo. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be driving them like that. They for Turo. They're gonna be making.
That's what
money.
made you feel like you made a responsible decision.
Exactly. Yeah. And in hindsight, nigga, no, you could have.
We was just doing shit back
then. We were doing a
lot. We was doing a lot of shit.
Like, niggas started Airbnbs, buying clothing stores.
You know what it was? Niggas was in the house too long watching Instagram. Niggas on Instagram talking about, oh, you started Airbnb business, the Turo business. We like, yeah, we doing all this shit. Like, nigga, what the fuck?
I'm buying courses. I'm running the play. Shout out to that nigga.
My Turo business. Nigga, first nigga rented my shit, stole that bitch, crashed it, put $700 worth of tickets on that bitch. They ain't say this part of the game. They Instagram niggas not tell me this part of the game, nigga.
Motherfucker smack my shit up. And then the motherfucking, the Airbnb, not the Airbnb, the Turo motherfuckers, they dicking around with the insurance.
Yeah.
Like, y'all ain't mention this shit.
They ain't say none of
y'all
that
just
shit,
showed
man.
me the payout of you making fucking $3,000 a week off a car. Off a Toyota. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You should get a Toyota. And I'm thinking, They're like, yeah, get a beat up Toyota. Fuck that. I'm gonna get a Jeep. They gonna really rent this.
I've been sick of them niggas ever since, man.
So for me, it was the material things heavily. I've definitely winged it off. And I feel like as you get older and as you go through pain, men only learn one way. I mean, one or two ways, the hard way or the harder way. Yeah. And as you get older, and as you make more mistakes, as you bump your head on the same beam multiple times, it's like, it's going to make you more mature. It's going to make you more aware. And that programming, you're going to be like, fuck that. That program is detrimental to me and my pockets. Yeah. Like, fuck that program. And now I'm kind of like coming out of that shit where it's like, no, I don't want to fuck up the bag again. Yeah. Like, yeah, the program don't even matter no more. I see the bigger picture.
Yeah. So it's so hard to break a program, bro. And I say that because it's just like, it's not like even, I want to say you've been learning it. Like, you've been programmed to be this way from a very, very, very early age. Before you could even understand what was happening, you were learning these things implicitly without anybody telling you. It's like when somebody tells it to you, it just makes what you already knew make sense. It brings it to the forefront of your mind. Like, I saw my father get out the car and people act a certain way. And I saw rap videos and niggas like my favorite rappers who look like these are the most successful black people that I see or that look like the black people on my block. And they have these things. So when somebody finally says it out loud, like, man, young buck, when you gotta get one of these cars, well, it was like, damn, I knew that already. But now I really got to go get this car. And these cars aren't easy to get. Yeah. So if I feel like I'm validated and I'm going to get the girls and I'm a be this nigga that I always wanted to be, if I get this car, what am I willing to risk for my identity? Because that's what we all looking for is identity.
Yes.
So when niggas think about like, you know, you risk your freedom, your future, like niggas be trying to act like, oh, my mama was fucked up. We had nothing to eat.
It was not like, that bad.
It wasn't that bad, nigga. You wanted to get a car, nigga. You wanted the new mics. You wanted a car. You wanted a Pelly, nigga. You went out here hustling to feed your daughter, nigga. You could have got a regular job, nigga. That's like you didn't need 4 bands a week to feed your fucking daughter. Niggas be lying, G. That's why you gotta start listening to these fucking rappers. Niggas be lying. But anyway, like you willing to risk your freedom for what we identity. Like we look at and say like you're willing to risk your freedom for a Pelly and a car. It's like you're really risking your shit for your identity. Like this is who you are. Like you just said, there were niggas who could see the girl and not be confident enough to talk to her unless they had their car with them.
Yeah.
That's strong. Like I don't feel like myself when I'm outside.
I don't feel like
I'm
enough. Like I can't approach her and and I get her number just because she like me. She has to see my car so she can see my worth.
And I'm assuming it's not like I approached her first and got turned down. I was like, oh, when this bitch see this BMW, she gonna go. Right. That'd be one thing. But to feel like I'm not even gonna try without the car. I need the car. It's part of me. I got the shit hanging out my pocket. I'm taking it with me.
Please look at my
You got a Chevy t-shirt on. Nigga walking around with a motherfucking Nissan.
Hey, nah, niggas about a BMW sports jacket and motherfucking.
Like, oh man, it's fucked up. Like it's fucked up. Like, but that's deep, bro. That's deep. But again, like it's so hard to fight that program because he was being programmed like that since he was like 5.
And society in what's the word I'm looking for? Society enforces the program.
Absolutely.
They affirm the program.
Yeah.
Because if it just so happened to be a shift, let's just say, because we doing all of these things, you know what I'm saying, for to get status, to get women and everything like that. So let's say that program is in place. And I'm not trying to put the responsibility on a woman, but women have so much power. If they wasn't a part of a program themselves, they could probably influence us to change our program or whatever. But everybody fucked up. Yeah. So we're out here doing these things, but we do a lot of shit for women, low key. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So in this example, if we following this program to get the car, to get the items, whatever the material thing is that's gonna make us look away or feel away. But if the women that don't mean shit. If women start validating that shit, nigga, we gonna switch the program.
That's absolutely, but they're not.
They're not.
So we got to think of real solutions. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're not. So I think a lot of this ties into self-love. I don't feel like you can love yourself unless you know yourself. I think that we're programmed in ways where we don't get to really know ourselves. And when I say that, I mean, I remember one day I was driving on Lakeshore Drive and I pulled up on 63rd and Lakeshore next to a Jeep. It had the doors off and the windows off. When I was younger, we had the little toy Jeeps we used to ride around in with the doors and windows off. I didn't know it was a real thing. So like the nigga had the doors off and the I never seen a Jeep like that with the doors off and the top off. And he had like 3 girls standing up in the back dancing. He was the only nigga in the car. They all had on swimsuits. They was finna go to the beach or something. I'm probably like 22 or some shit at the time.
Yeah, buddy.
And I decided that I wanted that. I decided that I wanted a Jeep. I decided that I wanted those girls. I'm gonna go find these hoes.
Not the same one.
I'm gonna go find these same 3 hoes when I get this car. Like they're gonna be, I'm finding them. You know what I'm saying? Like, nah. But you know, and I think that at that point I'm living another nigga dream. Like he thought of that. Like that's what he wanted to do, right? And maybe he living another nigga. Maybe he saw it somewhere. But nigga, I don't even fucking like Jeeps.
Yeah. You saw the result from the Jeep.
Yeah. But it's like that shit looked like such a good time. I decided that that's what I wanted for my life, and it's like living another nigga dream in a sense that like even like with strip clubs and shit like that. Like we was talking about earlier, like I don't like the strip club.
Yeah, same.
And it's like I had to get to know that about myself because you hear people speak so highly of the strip club and whatever the case may be. I'm there trying to make myself like this shit. But it's like you didn't shake this sweaty ass on everybody. Don't touch me. Like I don't want you, but I don't want your sweaty ass on me with no panties. Like get the fuck off of me. Like I don't like it. I don't want it. Like I don't want to be here. Like this shit cool on stage, but I don't like this shit. And I think that even now at my age, I'm still learning what I like and what I don't like, because most of the shit I thought I liked, I was just convinced that this shit was cool. You know what I'm saying?
To speak to that about the strip club, like I remember the first time I went, I just didn't like it. I didn't have a good time, right?
Yeah.
So I know this. I don't like it in here.
Yeah.
But the program and the hype around strip clubs, I'm like, you know what? Let me try another one.
It's the FOMO.
Let me keep going.
Yeah.
Let me make myself like this shit.
Like beer.
Yeah, I hate beer.
Tequila.
Yeah. Too far. But no, like I don't like it here. Carter going crazy.
That's Jody and Josh.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
out there kicking his ass.
But no, I don't like the strip club, right? But I'm trying to make myself like it, and it didn't take long. I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't like it. I had explained this in the Patreon chat. I'm like, strippers is like the people, them little Venezuelans in Vegas. Like if y'all ever walk the strip in Vegas and you walk in the strip and somebody walk past you and you get like it's like a card flip, so you just like, what the fuck is that? Like if you ain't never been, they're gonna get you. Like you're like, what the fuck is that? And they give you the card, they give you some beads, you put it on your wrist, say, oh thanks. You try to walk off, like, I want $700. That's the experience in a strip club. Like,
can we pause for a second? Ray, you ever been to Vegas? Have y'all ever been to Vegas? Did you experience that? The beads, the $700 beads. What part of Vegas were you in?
No, that's on the strip.
I was on the strip in Vegas, and ain't no bitch come up to me with no beads.
Y'all look. I'll guarantee you the pie. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's like look. Matter of fact, it's the beads, nigga, that you bought.
I bought the $700 beads. They didn't got me. Like matter of fact, nigga, you know what I'm talking about.
You know they upstairs on the counter right now. But nah, like I feel like that's the experience that you have in a strip club. Like nigga, I feel forced to give you money.
Yeah,
because you walk past and rubbed your ass on me. Like get away from me.
Yeah,
I'm here for the wings.
Yeah,
that's what people say.
Just finesse me.
But yeah, nah. So it's as you get older and you find yourself, you find your worth, and you comfortable. Not only finding it, because you can find yourself but not be comfortable with it.
Yeah.
So you still moving outside yourself. But when you find out what you like, what you don't like, and you comfortable with it and you stand on it, you will break a lot of programs. A lot of shit won't matter to you. Other people's opinions won't matter.
Yeah.
And other people's opinions, to this day, it matters. I value how somebody looks at me, but in a healthy way. Like I like that people see me as integral. I like people to see me as, you know what I'm saying, disciplined and shit like that. Mm-hmm. But like as a shorty, I wanted people to see me as, oh, that's Reggie with the Cadillac, with the rims. You know what I'm saying? He got the sounds. Oh, that's Reggie with this or that. It was attached to external things and material things. But now my validation and things come from like my character and, you know, traits that's, that I worked on. Like I can't go buy integrity. I can't go buy discipline. Mm-hmm. So when you work for it, it's just like getting fast money, like easy money. Mm-hmm. You get that shit, there's no value to it. But the things that you work on, you proud of, and you know what I'm saying, you find your self-worth in those type of things. And when you work on yourself to a point where you cool with everything about you, outside programs are not gonna affect you as much. I ain't gonna say you're gonna be perfect, but you're gonna be able to weed a lot of shit out and not get off track.
I also want to say that you can't run from yourself forever. Mm-hmm. You know, when you go and you don't like the way that people are receiving you, you don't like the way that women are receiving you, or your results with shooting your shot at women, or whatever the case may be, and you go buy a nice car, and you go do whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? You're eventually, at some point, going to have to face who you are, right? You're going to eventually realize that, like, this car might have got this woman attention, it's not going to keep her around. You know, you can't buy the results that you actually want. Like, you can't buy love. You can't buy any of these things. And eventually, you're going to have to face yourself. And the older you are, the more harder it's going to be to go back and fix those things about your personality and your character that you've been running from working on. And you've been avoiding those things by buying your aura, your self-esteem, your confidence through products.
A lot of times, and if you don't find yourself, a woman is going to show you yourself.
Yeah. You can duck them, though.
Huh?
We duck them women all the time.
No, we do.
Yeah.
As a shorty, like, but as you get older,
Yeah.
like the type of women that you can be, like, you gonna run into some, you know what I'm saying, women who got their head on straight.
Yep.
And you gonna be peacocking. You gonna be doing your thing, what you've always been doing, showing off this, and she gonna call that shit out. Like, remember the good woman that's gonna put the mirror in your face?
Yep.
She gonna be like, you think this is why, like, I fuck with you? Like, and then she just gonna start naming shit, and then you gonna really see. And it is going to be hard to go back and correct that shit because you've been planted your feet in material things so deep that you don't even see your value outside of, you know what I'm saying, the shit that you buy.
Absolutely. What time we at? 41. What are some programs that so we talked about the programs that you might identify but are struggling to overcome, right? What are some programs you feel like you have overcame? And how did you overcome those programs?
The program of, having multiple women. I feel like I overcame that one.
Okay.
How I overcame that one? Bumping my head. Like, you know what I'm saying? And it's weird because I grew up in a household where my mom and dad is married. You know what I'm saying? Where did I see it? The program's so strong. My peers, I'm in the right situation where I see a man, woman in one household, grew up in a family structure and all of that. The program was so strong. I'm like, nah, I'm gonna go get some hoes. You know what I'm saying? But as I got older, and what enforced the program was my peers affirming it. You know what I'm saying? Me getting praised for it and all of that.
That's the hardest part.
Yeah. So it's like, I know this is wrong, but like I'm the man right now. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to give up that identity. My identity is, Reggie, he can get them. But now I see it's more powerful to have one woman. I see it's more powerful, and it's a way better display of discipline. It's a way better display of maturity when you're committed to one woman and you know what I'm saying, you married, and like, it's just, I forgot who said this, but he said if a businessman isn't married, he just wouldn't do business with that man. Like, that was like one of his standards, that like, if I'm gonna do business with you and we talking about big money, I need you to be married. I need you to have a family. I need you to have some stability.
I need you to get the fuck out of my business, nigga. What are you talking about? Like,
that was this guy.
What are you talking about?
That was this guy. But the point is,
nah, I'm fucking with it.
Yeah, the point is that, in my later years, I just found out that, having a one solid woman is just, ideal, even though I don't have one right now. But that's the goal.
That's facts. I agree, man. You said something yesterday about the way you're able to focus more.
Oh yeah.
When you got one woman. I think that's definitely true. I think being single and having to juggle and deal with your dating life on top of all the responsibilities that we have is a lot. You know what I'm saying? Plus, the type of support you get building for your future. You just got to kind of put a lot of shit aside. When you just get serious about life, the frivolous spending, the dating all these women, all of that shit, you got to put all that shit aside.
Yeah. About you? Same one?
Oh, I say that one for sure. But I also say the emotional programming. I feel like I completely got over that shit. I'm super in tune with my emotions. I mean, y'all listen to the fucking show, y'all know that. But
I'm talking to the new listener.
Yeah, I'm super in tune with my emotions, being able to express myself and allowing myself to feel other emotions. I'm not running from feeling sad. I'm not running from feeling shame, grief, regret. I'm not gonna run from any of those emotions. None of that shit makes me feel like less of a man. And regret is one. I think all of those emotions are things that people try to like avoid, like feeling shame. You'll have somebody telling you like, you don't got to be ashamed of that. Like it's cool. Everybody falls short of go like, nah.
I feel bad about
this shit lower than my standard. Fuck what you think about me falling short of glory. Like, I can't do shit like this. This is not me. That might be you. That's like, real. You know what I'm saying? Niggas will try to get you out of your shame or positive. Like, niggas be coming too much with the positive shit.
I need to feel bad right now.
Like, this is okay. Cool, G. I'm ashamed of what the fuck I did. And I should be. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regret. You know, one of my favorite Jay-Z songs coming up was like, in order to survive, you gotta learn to live with regret. Right? But as regret, a lot of people are like, I don't got no regrets. Everything I did was this and da 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 da.
Yeah.
It's like, nah, fuck that.
I
Like,
regret some shit.
it's some shit I wish I didn't do. And I could look back and say like, oh, if this didn't happen, well, I wouldn't be at this point. But it's cool. I still wish that shit didn't happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of shit that I saw that I wish I didn't see. It's some shit that I did that I wish I didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Regardless of where I would have ended up, I wish I didn't do that shit. You know what I'm saying? So,
Toxic positivity. It's a real thing.
toxic positivity. It's a new one. So yeah, I feel like the programming of because I have a dick, I can't be sad or jealous. That's another one. Niggas can't be jealous. It's a female trait. Did Wayne say that?
Right.
You know
Jealousy of who said that? Was that Wayne? Real, was that Wayne?
One of these niggas. Huh?
That was Wayne.
Yeah. So shit like that. It's like, I'm a fucking human.
Mm-hmm.
Now, is that the most masculine thing to be jealous? No, it's not. But at the same time,
You can feel it and not display it.
yeah. You can feel it and not display it, but at the same time, it's natural. Now, I think that when you try to suppress it and you don't acknowledge it, it creates other problems for you. But if I am jealous and I feel jealous, it lets me know that I'm operating wrong. I'm in a space I don't need to be in. I might need to stop dealing with the people I'm dealing with. I might need to change something about myself. I might need to improve my situation.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like that might be my spidey senses might be tingling. I need to level up in life and stop hating on this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But for me to just not feel jealousy, it's a natural emotion. It's there for a reason. It's like in boxing, right? Like people always talk about fear and how you're not supposed to feel fear. Like, nigga, fear is a fucking superpower.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, when I'm scared in a boxing ring, I'm more alert. My reflexes is better. I'm down there punching harder. You know what I'm saying? Like, you would get scared right now and go outside. That should be walking down the street, a dog gets chasing. You would jump straight on top of a fucking car, one leap. Like, you know what I'm saying?
And you couldn't do that shit if nothing was wrong. If nigga
You
asked
get
you to hop
faster,
this
stronger.
gate right now.
But more than all of that, it's just telling you that something's wrong.
Yeah.
But a lot of times as men, we so egotistical, telling ourselves we can't feel fear. We'll walk straight into a fucked up situation. You know what I'm saying? That's why I talked about this on the show before, like in ancient Egypt, in some part of ancient Egypt, they used to identify the women as the protectors in a relationship. And it wasn't because a chick was going to get out here and chop a nigga head off for you. It was because women didn't have an ego and they could see danger coming from a mile away. So they'd tell you, like, don't fuck with them niggas. Stay from over there. Don't do this, da-da-da. And it's not that it's men that we don't have intuition. It's that we have so much ego that it blocks our ability to use our intuition.
Yeah.
Because you could be standing face to face with danger and feel like this nigga ain't got shit on me. This nigga can't fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? Which is dumb. But your girl is going to be like, nigga,
Let's live another day.
settle down. Like, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I think that is a man. That's one thing I'm very happy about myself, that I've gotten to the point where I'm able to feel. I'm not rejecting any of my emotions. I might reject a lot of my actions that led to me feeling that way, but I'm not. I want to feel everything.
And now that you mentioned it, I'm gonna agree with that one. But I don't feel like I had to necessarily overcome it for real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I attribute a lot of my emotional stability with the environment I grew up in. It wasn't as traumatic, or it wasn't as, loud as somebody else's, where they felt like, oh, I gotta, like, how niggas live in certain worlds, you just have to be like overly masculine to survive. Yeah. I didn't grow up around that environment, even though I was like kind of like lived in the environment. Like my space was pretty good, but I wouldn't have openly talked about it, even to this day. Like, as far when it comes to vulnerability, I'm going to say how I feel, but I still feel uncomfortable doing it. Like, and I feel like that's at first, I won't just flat out and express myself and just say how I feel. And, I'll feel that way, but I kind of like beat around the bush about it. Yeah. But through therapy, my therapist helped me to just, you can feel fearful, or you can feel nervous or whatever, or uneasy, but still just say it. Absolutely. And I'm still not at a place where if I get vulnerable about some shit, I'm going to say it, but I'm going to feel uncomfortable in the motherfucker doing it. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like I still overcame that because I'm following through.
Yeah. Even like another program about emotions is like feeling empathy. And I think this might be one of the sickest ones that we don't get to talk about. But I remember when we was younger and we first started having ops and being into it with niggas and fighting niggas and all that shit. And just like me understanding what a fair fight is, me understanding what's too far, and kind of being programmed to not understand that no more. You know what I'm saying? To kind of being programmed to where like we jumping this nigga and nigga stumping the shit out this nigga, and I'm like, hey, like that's a
Facts.
and then kind of being programmed to like fuck this nigga. Like it don't matter what happened to that nigga. Like and you can't give a fuck about this nigga. Or we into it with these niggas in school. He get killed outside of school. That don't got shit to do with what we got going on. And I can't feel bad for that nigga. Like we was fighting that nigga, but I ain't want the nigga to die. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nigga was kind of cool. Like, fuck we talking about? You know what I'm saying? So I think that programming is, that shit is sick. Like, I remember just niggas that we went to school with that was, like, from the other side that was just cool, you know, with our age group. And they had, like, older brothers and shit like that. And I'm thinking about a particular situation. I just don't want to say niggas' names, but it was just one nigga I was cool with that was younger than me. We was in elementary school, and he was from the other side, but his older brothers was into it with the older niggas from our side. And I remember they killed his older brother, and he was fucked up about it, and I was sad. That's my homie sad. But it was like on my block, it was like a party that they killed this nigga. You know what I'm saying? It's just like being removed from the basic feeling of just having empathy for people, for black kids your age that's dying and shit. It's just like nah, you don't, like, fuck them niggas. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit's sick.
Some kids have that just intuitively and some don't. I remember a time I was on commercial over East, y'all know. It's on commercial, and that's like my hood or whatever. Yeah. And I'm with one of my other homies, TJ. It's crazy. All TJs just know how to fight. Like, very good.
Our nigga's name TJ? I don't think I ever beat up a TJ.
Right. So I went to name TJ. And I see a nigga at my school who like I kind of like low-key had a problem with, but he was like on the block. Like commercial, that's where all the shopping shit was at. You can go on commercial and get a dope ass fit. Yeah. But nigga, if you ain't from over there, you know. But this particular dude, like I had a problem with him in school. And I'm like, that whole ass nigga, you know, I told him like the little shit that we had in school. He like, yeah, bet. And so he like, come on. I'm like, okay, we walking. And then we see another, like maybe 3 more of our guys just out of fucking come around the corner from like a restaurant. And they was finna like beat his ass. Yeah. And I'm like, yeah, nah. I stopped him. Yeah. My homie got like mad at me. Yeah. Not in the moment. Like he let it go. But like when dude left and he like, hey bro, don't do that shit no more. Yeah. Like, but I felt empathy. I'm like, I don't like this nigga, but y'all finna fuck this nigga up right now.
It's like the story I told on the Forget Your Parents episode when I was saying my homie, I fought my homie, and my other homie ran around the corner and got his uncle. Then my uncle came and bro kicked his car. And my cousin was like, hey, we ain't never gonna see these people again. I'm like, wait, these are my friends. Like, I don't just kill these niggas. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's like I'm sitting in the car with this nigga I look up to. That's my family. And these niggas did just violate and jump on me. But
you didn't want them dead.
Right. But it's just like, you're learning in real time that you can't feel empathy for people. Like, you just got to let shit happen. Like, I remember just being, just certain, it's just hard to talk about shit and just make sure you're not saying implicating people and shit. But I just remember being in certain environments where, you know, we around a nigga every day. Say this nigga go to a barbershop with us and we see this nigga every day. He violates somebody in a certain way and that nigga got to die. Right. And, like, you catch wind of it through conversation, or somebody might come tell you, like, hey, this is a situation, this nigga got to go. But it's like, bro, you cut his hair and his son hair. Like, you know that nigga kids, you know his girl.
None of that shit matter.
You know, and I remember, like, getting just introduced to that as far as just being around it and hearing what go on. And wondering, like, damn, like, so what happened to their kids? Like, y'all don't care that these niggas got kids? And niggas saying shit like, shit, he knew he had kids. You know what I'm saying? Like you know what I'm saying? Like, the mentality of that. Like, because, you know, like I said, I didn't get introduced to none of this shit till I was in 7th grade. So, like, learning that shit, like, later on in life, I'm just like, bro, this shit's sick. Like, what the fuck going on?
I was not about that life.
I remember certain niggas getting clapped and niggas still cutting his son out like shit ain't happen. And his son don't know what the fuck going on. I'm just like, that's just how this shit go. That's some sick shit.
It's a tough world. I'm not built for that world. I am not.
Me either. Me either. So, I don't know. It's a lot of fucked up program out here. We a little over time. We got a man's perspective.
Yeah. So, a lot of times, like, depression, you could think you depressed when really you just need to handle your responsibilities.
You just being a bum ass nigga.
Like, no lie, you will feel better if you start just tackling the little tasks that you know you need to do. You were supposed to mail those papers off to the post office fucking last week. Go get up and go do that shit. You were supposed to fill out the paperwork so you can do X. Or you're supposed to. It's a lot of little things that you putting off, and the weight of that, and you knowing you're supposed to take care of it. That's what's weighing on you.
Yeah,
you're not necessarily depressed because if you start tackling first of all, the quickest way to kind of get over, put yourself in a better mood is clean your fucking room. Clean your room, clean your house, and start attacking the little things. Fold your clothes, like, and when you that whole when you have a clean environment thing, that shit is you're gonna feel better. So start with that. Start taking care of the little things, and a lot of that shit, a lot of that weight that you feel like is on you, that you feel like you just stuck, that shit is gonna start to lift off you and lift up off of you. And when you put yourself in a better mood on a higher vibration, now you're thinking a little bit more clearly. Now you can muster up some ideas to take you to the next level. Now your brain isn't clouded enough. So it's not that you just, depressed, life sucks. Like, nigga, handle your business. You know what I'm saying? So
absolutely.
You're
not depressed. You need a fucking daily routine.
That's nigga. Map out your day.
Because when you got 2 things to do today and you don't do it, and by the end of the week you don't let this shit double. Now you got 17 things to do, and now you're overwhelmed with life. It's your fault, nigga. If it ain't clinical depression, and I'm not one of them people that just trying to act like depression don't exist.
Yeah,
we not those guys. But a lot of y'all be capping. You know what I'm saying? Depression is like a clinical.
That's a deep thing.
You ain't been to no doctor to be running around saying you depressed, nigga. Come on now. Advice for boy moms. It's this podcast I listen to that I love. It's called Grits and Eggs Podcast. It's by Deontay Kyle. I think everybody should be listening to it.
Shout out to them
When I say
boys.
everybody, I mean everybody. It's edutainment. It's education. It's fucking hilarious, right? Now, on the podcast, he always talks about how important it is that we have trade schools and that black men learn trades because we can't rebuild Black Wall Street if we don't know how to build shit, and the Mexicans not gonna build it for us, right? So we need to learn trades. But he also talks about how most of the tradesmen in the black communities are ex-felons and crackheads, right? Most of the time you call a nigga to fix some shit in your house, it's a nigga who went to trade school after getting out of jail, or it's a crackhead. And basically he's saying that if we're going to go to trade school anyway, we could just skip prison and crack and go straight to trade school. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to end up there anyway. If you got a son, his grades fucked up, send him to trade school. Like, because if he go in the streets, he going to go to jail, then end up in trade school. You know what I'm saying? Like, just skip the bullshit. So I like that. It's great advice for boy moms. But I want to tie that to the real conversation we're having right now. And think about the things that your son might be programmed to want. And this is for if you got a son anywhere from 7 years old through high school. Think about the things that he's being programmed to want. Women, cars, and things like that. And I want you to make a worksheet with him and write down all of the material things that he thinks that will make him feel good. And then I want for every material thing he writes down, next to that, have him write how these things will make him feel. Right? So if it's a car, how does this car make you feel? It makes you feel respected. It makes you feel desired, all these things. And then have him write something else down, another way for him to get that same feeling without buying anything. How can you feel desired or validated without paying for anything? Can you go work out and feel desired and validated? Can you read books and get smarter and have a better vocabulary and people desire you or feel like you're special because of that? How can you reach these same emotions, these same feelings without purchasing something to make you feel that way? All right. That's my advice for boy moms today. If you're chasing something in life, make sure you I never get that part right. It never just comes
This
off
nigga say this
smooth.
shit every week, and yeah.
Do your fucking thing out here, man. Work hard as fuck. Decide, plan, sacrifice.
Shoot, man.
It's all God in the cake.